Hello everybody! In today's numeracy lesson, we are learning about patterns and number patterns in general. Are you ready? Let's get started. First, let's think about when you hear the word pattern, what comes to your mind? That's right, patterns are about repeating pictures or objects in general. Let's have a look at one example here. Circle, triangle, square. What shape do you think should come next to complete this pattern? That's right, a circle again, and then triangle and then square. And the pattern continues just like that. Just like the pattern in pictures or objects, number patterns is all about repeating numbers. Have a look at this example. What number do you think will come next in this pattern? That's correct, 6. So it's like a pattern that keeps repeating and repeating, and of course in a number pattern the order of numbers matter. For example, we can't switch or move the numbers around. This is called number sequencing, and you put the numbers in the correct order of how they continue the patterns. Some sequences of numbers repeat like this, 2, 4, 2, 4, 2, 4. And some sequences don't repeat like 3, 6, 9, 12, which in this case they come in the counting pattern, which here is counting by threes. You can work out the counting pattern by subtracting the number that comes next from the number before it. For example, you think, what is 6 take away 3? And the answer is 3. So we know the counting pattern is 3. Or you could try this. Put the first number in your head and count on until you get to the next number. How many did you count to get from 3 to 6? That's right, 3. So the counting pattern here is 3. So you skip count by threes to complete this pattern. Patterns are very interesting because they have the potential to extend infinitely, allowing for endless repetition without ending. In fact, their nature implies that there is no end to a pattern and it can continue without limit forever. Now, every number pattern has a rule to make a number sequence. Like with the regular counting patterns, the rule would be to add 1 when it's counting on. Or it could be to take away 1 when it's counting back. Or when you skip count every other number, the rule would be to add 2 each time. And the interesting fact is that you can use all the 4 operations as a rule for a number pattern, which are adding, take away or subtraction, multiply or divide. If you use addition or multiplication for your number pattern, the sequence will be ascending, which means the numbers will get larger and larger as you continue the sequence. In this case, the sequence increases. But the opposite of that is that if you use subtraction or division as a rule for your number pattern, you'll be having a descending number sequence, which means that the numbers are getting smaller and smaller as you continue the pattern. In this case, the sequence decreases. Now, have a look at these examples. What is the rule in this sequence? That's right, it's counting by 2s, or it's adding 2 each time to get to the next number. And in this case, the next number in this pattern would be 11 plus 2, which is 13. And another example. The counting pattern here is decreasing because the numbers are getting smaller. And in this case, it's subtracting 1 each time to get to the next number. So what would be the next number in this pattern? That's correct. 7 take away 1 equals 6. Another example. The rule in this number pattern is multiply by 2. So each time you multiply the number by 2 to get to the next number in this pattern. So 16 times 2 equals 32, and it goes on like that. Did you notice how the numbers are getting bigger each time as this is ascending order? You see, there's lots of different ways to continue a number pattern. So next time you come across a pattern, there are 2 things you need to look at. Is the number pattern repeating like this? Or is it non-repeating like this example? If it is repeating, then you will need to use the same number sequence to continue the pattern, and there will not be any rule. But if it is non-repeating, then you will need to figure out which operation has been used to complete this pattern, and you will need to find the rule of this pattern. And if you enjoyed watching it or you learned something new, please give us a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel to support us. Thank you. Have a good day. See you next time. Bye.